money, some thank you checks, help share the products right off your home office, home business, or have a home business, and enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your home business. Offer a one-time $10 fee. Of course, you can also get your products at the wholesale price. Call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, and they can give you the full scoop, or you can head over to brightsideben.com and click on the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page, and somebody will get back to you with information. Okay, let's see here. Finishing up, creatine carries phosphorus around. That's why creatine is so important. It carries around phosphorus so the body can use that phosphorus. Cells can use that phosphorus to contract muscles and make things happen. Creatine's not just for athletes. It's for anybody, really. Anybody that's got muscles, especially if you're dealing with heart problems or brain problems or skin problems, you may find creatine beneficial. Another type of carrier is a cell membrane, the outside part of a cell. The cell membrane is actually a carrier for fats, and it's a carrier for hormone precursors, substances that get turned into hormones. We talk a lot about the membrane of a cell for good reason. Cell membranes, as we said, are the juncture of all disease. All disease is cell disease, but more accurately, all disease is cell membrane disease. The cell membrane is a bridge between the inside world of a cell and the outside world of a cell. It's the bridge by which nutrients and toxins get in and out of a cell. Even more fundamentally, the membrane is an information processor. In Bruce Lipton's classic book, The Biology of Belief, he talks about the cell membrane as being a liquid crystal semiconductor. Liquid crystal is a type of material that's a cross between a liquid and a solid. You can think of a liquid crystal as a liquid solid, or if you prefer, a solid liquid, depending on how you want to look at it. What this basically means is the cell membrane is a solid that can flow just like a liquid. It's a solid that can change shapes. It's a shape-shifting solid. The fact that the cell membrane can change shape means that it stores information. Love that word, information. What information means is stuff that's in a shape. A formation. It's in formation. That's all information is. It's random, chaotic, gibberish stuff that happens to have a form, that happens to be in a form. That's why it's called information. One shape means one thing, and a second shape means something else. It's kind of how letters of the alphabet, and it's how language itself works. The various shapes of the letters convey information, and the various shapes of the cell membrane, likewise, convey information. Because the cell membrane conveys information via shapes, its ability to be deformed or its ability to morph, its ability to change shapes is absolutely critical to the inner workings of a cell. The cell membrane is, in fact, the most important determinant of what will occur inside a cell. The fact that the cell membrane is a semiconductor means that it will conduct some things and it won't conduct other things. That's what semiconducting means. Some things get through, some things don't. Some things can cross the membrane, some things cannot. In a conductor, everything will be conducted, everything will pass through, but in a semiconductor, some things will conduct and some things won't. By controlling what gets in through a membrane, or what gets through a membrane into a cell, data can be conveyed from the outside of a cell to the inside of a cell. This is what it means to process information. By changing shapes, that's the liquid crystal part, and by controlling what gets across the membrane, that's the semiconduction part, a membrane directs data from the outside of the cell to the inside of the cell. It sends data from the outside world to the inside world of a cell. In our bodies, we have a structure, we have an organ that does the same thing. This organ resides in our head. We have an information processor in our skull, and it takes the outer environment through various sensing structures like our eyes and our ears and our nose and our skin, and then processes it and sends it out to the various internal systems of the body. The structure, as quite obviously, is called our brain. And it's why we can look at an apple, and the light from the apple will bounce off of it and enter into our eyes, get into our brains, and our mouth will water. Or we can smell an onion, and our eyes will water. We'll see a pretty girl, and other various physiological functions will kick in. Our brain is our body's information processor in the same way that a cell membrane is a cell's information processor. And that makes the cell membrane very, very, very important. In fact, that makes understanding the cell membrane and how to keep the cell membrane healthy probably the single most important step you can make the single most important step you can take to keep your body healthy. And as we'll find out, the cell membrane is largely composed of fats. In fact, it can be thought of as a carrying system for fats. And by the way, inside the cell, there's lots of little tiny membranes too. How incredible is it that a cell that's 100 times smaller than the head of a pin, on average, is actually comprised of hundreds of thousands of even smaller structures within that cell, which is 100 times smaller than a head of a pin. Most of these little subcellular internal structures can't even be seen under an ordinary microscope. And each one of these tiny little subcellular structures that live inside this cell, it's 100 times smaller than a head of a pin, has its own membrane that is itself thousands of times smaller than the substructures. Can you guys see how absolutely mind-blowingly amazing this stuff is? The human body, the biological system, cells themselves, substructural elements inside of cells. This is absolutely mind-blowing. These structures that live inside a cell have weird names like the endoplasmic reticulum and the Golgi apparatus and the centrosome and the mitochondria and the lysosomes. I'm not going to get into the details of all of these substructures, but they're mind-blowing. They blow science fiction out of the water. There's no science fiction writer on the planet that could have dreamed this stuff up. And I'm only telling you guys this not to get into detail, but just so we can all get a sense of the unbelievable amazingness of this life force, the divine force that has structured this system with an absolutely mind-blowing, incomprehensible, organized, and highly, highly, highly intelligent nature. A cell of which we have, or we're composed of, 50 to 100 trillion, depending on who you ask, 50 to 100 trillion of these things come together in some kind of organized cooperative way to form us. A cell itself is an absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing biological entity. In fact, in all of life on the entire planet, in the entire miracle of life, the ultimate and fundamental miracle is the miracle of a cell. And in my opinion, we are far too glib about the cell when we address it. We talk about it all the time, and then we move on about our lives and our families and our mortgage and our loves and our joys and our fears and our illnesses and our day-to-day projects and problems, and we forget or brush under the table the fundamental miracle that underlies all of these things. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside. We got more good health information and phone calls coming at you right after this. Don't go away.
If you're worried about your health and you're tired of the nasty side effects of harsh drugs or antibiotics, then look no further. Supernatural Silver is the answer. Supernatural Silver is a powerful immune system enhancer that can be used every day to help keep you healthy and well with none of those nasty side effects. It's extremely safe for use internally as well as topically. And Supernatural Silver is hundreds of times more effective than colloidal or ionic silver. It is perfect for use in the sinuses, eyes, ears, and on any wound or skin issue. Supernatural Silver is also extremely effective when taken orally and can help fight off bacteria, viruses, and mold that may be overwhelming your immune system. Go to supernaturalsilver.com, supernaturalsilver.com, and use the promo code SILVER2014 for 20% off of your entire order and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
It's hard to imagine when things are going reasonably well just how quickly things can change. But what would it take? Economic collapse, massive crop failure, chemical or biological attack? So many situations could find you in the grocery looking to pick up food for your family only to find that the shelves are empty. There's nothing. Don't let that happen. Act today to make sure that if it ever comes to that, you and your family will be provided for. Visit freezedryguy.com to look at the wide variety of survival foods available. Freeze-dried foods from the Freeze Dry Guy store longer, rehydrate faster, are nutritionally superior to, and taste better than any other long-term storage food available. Visit freezedryguy.com or call toll-free 866-404-3000. 3663. FreezeDryGuy.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now, 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GC.
All right, welcome back to the Brightside. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us, friends. We're here 8 to 9 Central Time. 8 to 9 Central Time. No, that's not right, is it? 8 to 9 Pacific Time and 10 to 11 Central Time. I apologize for that. 8 to 9 Central Time, 10 to 11 Pacific Time, 9 to 10 Mountain Time. I believe that's correct. Anyway, 855-660-4261 is our call-in number. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll get your calls here in just a moment. If you're on hold, hang tight. Got a letter from Mark, who says, my normal blood pressure runs in the 140 to 150 over 90 range. My doc says this is borderline high. He's 6'8", 185 pounds, 51 years old. What really is normal blood pressure, Mark asks, and what foods, if any, can I eat to lower it? Also, what products do you have that will accomplish this? Well, the first thing to understand is high blood pressure is a sign, a manifestation of the stress response run amok, the generic stress response that's responsible for clotting the blood and for increasing the respiratory rate and for shutting down the digestive system, and is responsible also for causing the blood pressure to rise. It's one of the body's stress response, adaptive stress response mechanisms. So the most important strategy to dealing with high blood pressure is to figure out what the heck is getting into your body that's causing stress. Lack of oxygen can also cause this kind of stress, and deep breathing is my favorite, all-time favorite way to lower blood pressure. By the way, a normal blood pressure is right around anywhere from 120 90 on the top number to 120 on the top number to 50 or to 90 on the bottom number. 90 over 50 to 120 over 90. That's kind of the range of a normal blood pressure. If your blood pressure is high, there isn't a prescription